Good evening. I'm just going to give a little introduction. So we're going to start by reading a translation of one another's poems that are about babies, weird poems about babies. And then we'd like to tell you about how we met. So Michelle will start by reading her translation of my poem about a weird baby. I've also got a Pingu notebook, just specifically because Pingu's actually a Swiss-British collaboration himself, or itself, so I get all of the detail.
And I have to read from the computer because it's very new. Wunder. Eine kinderlose Ehe kann keine glückliche sein. Vor dem Kinderhaben gewarnt, wurden wir gezeugt in einem Haus. Meide den Friedhof, denn er führt zur Geburt. Sie war nicht vorbereitet, trat einmal auf meine Brust bei einem Besuch. Form einen Kreis um das Kind mit einem hart gekochten Ei, einer Bibel, einem Kreuz. Ich wollte keine Lehrerin oder Anwältin sein. Rosenkranz, ein Buch, Geld, Garn, ein Abakus, Löffel aus Holz. Mein Bruder spricht nicht und macht keinen Augenkontakt, wie ein Fernseher auf Standby. Achtung vor dem Kaukau, schleimig und grau auf böse Jungs aus. Ich schaue immer, eine Voyeurin, Fernsehsüchtige. Achtung vor dem Il Belliega, das Monster im Teich, das frisst die Kinder, die reinschauen. Was haben wir gebracht? Eine Lösung, Absonderung, eine Ausrede, um nie ans Telefon zu gehen. Und sie lebten zusammen und sie hatten Kinder zusammen und die Geschichte ist zu Ende.
There's a new special offer at the supermarket from which my mother can't be wrenched. Babies. In all sizes and colours. You just need a chat with the manager, and if he finds you suitable, you can buy a baby. It'll only cost this much. Actually, it would be this much. But they're going cheap because they have so many. The people queue up, and the babies are given the once over. Michelle is wonderful in restaurants. The Swiss author has invited me to come and spend 6 days and 5 nights with her in Rome, so here I am. I spot her wearing a bright red jacket between 2 gilded Christmas trees. I warm my face up to smile so I can give a positive first impression without it coming across false. I don't want her to take one look at me and think I see a few brooding, self-conscious days before me. After a short walk through the already darkening streets, we arrive at a palatial house. She shows me around the walled grounds, private gardens with a fountain and cockatoos in a cage. Lemon, orange and grapefruit trees covered in cheerful fruit. We nonchalantly create a routine for ourselves. We meet on the landing and trot down the stairs, me trailing her. 2 cappuccini e 2 cornetti, or un cornetto, from one morning to the next. She wants or doesn't want one, depending on how the pastries look. Michelle is wonderful in restaurants. She strides in smiling, laughing at the waiter's quips I don't understand. A famous German literary critic had said she thought Michelle was clearly sick. While working at the main arts venue in Zurich, Michelle had to provide hospitality for this critic. When Michelle's meal is set down, there is a pungent waft of stagnant pond, and she seems to regret her choice. It is a portion of very simple spaghetti, but with 2 dark blots on the side with some parsley. They look like 2 thin slivers of liver, or blood clots, or leeches. Giggling, we dare each other to eat a leech. When the waiter comes over to see if she's enjoying it, Michelle looks up wide-eyed and says, "It's intenso." From then on, anything bad we see or discuss, we declare leech. Anything good, we declare intenso. If I didn't know that we would still be in contact over the next few weeks, I would find it very strange now you're going, she said at the train station at the end of my visit.
maybe not. No, I'm translating on spot, so I hope it works. Warm, how tired, like tired, springtime warm. I am very excited for Jen. I get her at the train station and hope we will find each other and find each other nice. I say, we go out for dinner. Do you eat everything? Everything, she says. We go to the bacala frita. Jen finds it delish. She asked me a lot of questions and I answer loudly and in too much detail. We drink wine. We run through the death tunnel and Jen is afraid. I scream, "Whoo!" in the noisy din and it's like a dream. I've been wrong 2 times. Jen is no vegan and she's also not chain smoking either. Jen tells me how she found my book. In the Goethe Institute, there it was. She saw the cover and asked the librarian, "Do you know that?" She said, "Yeah, it's the strangest thing I've ever read." Then we go eat. We take carciofi alla giudia, a bottle of grillo and pasta. I take them with ricci, what the woman at the table next to us had just complained about because there were nothing on it. She behaves terribly. Jen tells me how she worked as a teenager on a meat counter in a supermarket and somebody said, "I want 10 slices of ham, if you can count that high." Then she put her apron down and left. The waiter is dismayed because of the woman. And as I say that I want what she didn't want, he asks me if I know it and if I am sure, and everything 3 times, and I say, yeah, bring it to me. Carciofi come, and Jen says, "I've never eaten such a strange thing, but it's delish." The pasta come, and mine smell fishy. There's really not much on it. A little bit parsley on the side, and on the top 2 blood clots. I put them on the side and eat the spaghetti. I have to eat it because I bragged so much about it in front of the waiter. We drink the wine and Jen tells me how she once had a spinal tap and I think, how lovable is this human being? And I tell her how I once had a spinal tap. And she says, "Have you ever broken anything?" Then she eats the first leech. Then I eat the second, and we laugh a lot, and it's disgusting. Jen meows now already in the morning. I think this means that she feels comfortable, right? We stand in front of the Victoria's Secret at the Termini train station and look at all the crap. It's sexy because there is a sign that says sexy. I see the sign, "Sexy now today." We look each other in the face and say thank you and all kind of stuff and hug a lot, or no, tightly, and I say, "Text me when you get home." And she says, "Okay, Mom."